Hello there, my beautiful collectives out there. Welcome to my channel, Astro Cheryl, and this is your forecast for December 2025. Okay, we're moving on into a new year, and the new era continues. Yes, it does. Things are changing rapidly. On a collective level, we can see where we're making more technological improvements. I'm not going to get too much involved with what's going on with the world because it's a lot to take in. And I'm sure all of you out there can see the news, you can see the Instagram and those sites where that information will show up. But what I am going to talk about is what's happening for December and how we're moving into this new year. Okay? So let me put my glasses on. The first thing we have is another. We had one last month, and we have one again in December. The super full moon, but this time it's in the sign of Gemini. Okay, and this is about your communication, all forms of it, and how you speak your truth. Okay, so just know things that are words or communication or how you convey information to others may no longer be serving you. And this is something that, we have to let go of. All right? So we have this super full moon on the 4th, okay? And it starts on the Pacific side at 3:14 p.m. And this is in like California area, okay? And on the 10th, Neptune stations direct at that critical degree of 29 in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is a healing energy. It is a spiritual energy, and it's also the last sign of the zodiac. So it has a lot of possibilities for us to end some karmic cycles here. And this is the last time or the last pass that Neptune will be in Pisces. It'll be moving into Aries where there's a whole new cycle happening in 2026. Okay? So December, this month, is the last phase of our recalibration with Neptune stationing direct. Okay? Neptune enters Aries at 0 degrees on January the 26th. So this is going to be a whole new scenario. Okay, let's just put it like that for now. Okay, and on December the 17th, Mercury moves out of its shadow. It's been in retrograde in Sagittarius. And on the 19th, the new moon is in Sagittarius, and this happens at 5:43 p.m. And Venus moves into Capricorn on the 24th. Okay, so there is more happening in the skies than what I'm speaking to, but I'm condensing the information here because, we could be talking on one on December for I don't know how long, and I don't have a whole lot of recording time for that. Okay, so just enjoy your experience no matter what that experience is, okay? Because this is all about growth and taking steps into change. And we all have to, you know, make a decision or make a choice as to whether we want to change or if we want to just sit in where we are comfortable. All right? So I'm going to see you on the other side. So be there. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn risings. Welcome to my channel, Astro, and this is your monthly forecast for December 2025. All right. Now, I've already did an introduction. If you want to hear that, it'll be at the front of your forecast. So we're going to move right into your forecast for the month, starting with December the 4th. We have another super full moon, and this one is at 13 degrees of Gemini, and this is happening in your sixth house of daily routine, work, health, being of service, and your co-workers and authority figures. Okay, so this is a good time to have important conversations with your doctors or start new, healthier routines. You can expect a culmination or significant event related to your job, daily schedule, or how you serve others. This could be a deadline, a revelation about your work environment, or a realization about how to organize your day. This is a time to speak to the truth and important messages, no, and send important messages and resolve any conflict or confusion in your workplace or health related issues. Okay? So, Capricorn, take the steps. On the 8th, we have Mars in Sagittarius squaring Saturn in Pisces. Now, squares are growth periods. Okay, these are two aspects that is meant for us to, balance out and grow into. Okay, so this is happening in your 12th house of retreat, hidden information, hidden enemies, escapism, drugs, your unconscious mind, and reflection and rest. Okay, and your third house is about communication, your siblings, your neighborhood, and your friends. All right, so there is a square which is going to create conflict between your impulsive, hidden desires, that is Mars and Sagittarius, and your need for structure and communication, that's Saturn and Pisces. Okay, so you may feel torn between your instincts to act on your desires and the fear of the consequences or the need to overanalyze your every move. Okay, and the overanalyzing is in your third house of communication, is why that's coming up. You may be frustrated with feelings of being held back or feeling unable to take decisive action. Okay, and this is one of the first of two squares that's going to be in the same houses. Okay, and we're getting ready to talk about that one right now. So on the 14th, we have Mars in Sagittarius squaring Neptune in Pisces. And this tension here is between your inner desires for purpose and the need for spiritual or mental clarity. Okay? You may struggle to find a clear direction with your thoughts, and communication becoming more confusing due to the opposing influences. Okay, that's the Neptune energy, confusing things. You find yourself acting out of a sense of idealism or a subconscious drive that is difficult to articulate, that creates a feeling of being out of sync with your motivations. Okay? And this shall pass. And I just want to speak to the when Neptune and Pisces are active, it's about us finding or creating boundaries for ourselves, because both of these energies are boundless, so we tend to spread ourselves too thin. But with Neptune, that is part of the growth and the knowledge to know is that you have to create boundaries for yourself of how much you want and how much you're going to give, okay? Everything else, you hold yourself accountable to that. That is what the boundaries are speaking to, because when you spread yourself too thin, you know, you really can't see clearly. But as you start to take control and set boundaries for yourself, then you'll be able to, see what's passing by. Okay, because that's all this energy is Neptune is a spiritual, artistic energy that has a lot of good qualities to it as well, but we can't tap into it until we start becoming more boundary oriented, especially when it's active. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the 15th, and Mars enters Capricorn, and this is a uh, a good placement because Mars is exalted in Capricorn, and this is happening in your first house, Capricorn rising. Okay, you feel a powerful drive to achieve your goals using a structured, persistent, and patient approach. That's the Capricorn energy. You're focused on improving your public image, career, and overall lifestyle. Your actions and words will be clear and purposeful, making it easier to get things done, which is great. And the first house is the house of self. And I think I brought that up earlier. But it's how you are viewed by others. It's like your public image when we're talking about the first house. Okay, on the 17th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius moving out of its shadow, and it's happening in your 12th house of retreat, escapism, unconscious energy, karmic information, and retreat, healing, rest. Okay, so this period encourages deep internal thought rather than outward expression. Okay, you might, your mind may be processing larger, more abstract concepts or questioning your core beliefs and principles. That's that Sagittarius energy because it's expansive, okay, and it's able to connect, and process large pieces of information because it is an expansive energy. Okay, you may have a sudden interest in psychology, spirituality, or other subjects that deal with hidden aspects of the mind. Okay, so take that in and get ready to let go because you're going to have a new moon coming up, right after this Mercury in Sagittarius in the 12th house. So we have the new moon in Sagittarius, and it's in the 12th house. This new moon is a powerful time to set your intentions, This time is ideal for clearing out what no longer serves you on a spiritual and emotional level. It can be a time for deep karmic reset. This may be a time when hidden obstacles or your past mistakes related to exploration, freedom, or self centeredness are brought to the surface for you to consciously address and release. Now, that's the good thing when you have planets that's moving through the 12th house. It's a opportunity and almost a certainty that it is going to bring things up to the surface so that you can let go of. So it's easier instead of you having to just go and ponder there without any planetary help. Okay? So on the 21st, we have the sun enters Capricorn, and this is happening in your first house. This is a time for concentration on your career development and long-term goals. You may feel a surge of vitality, leadership qualities, and confidence, leading to more decisive actions and a strong drive to pursue what you want. You may experience power struggles with others because the sun is, all about the ego. And wherever there is communication, there is, ego struggles or power struggles when it comes to the sun. Okay? And this is in your first house. So, yeah, the light is on you. So be careful with how you conduct yourself. Your serious nature may lead to a lack of playfulness during this time because Capricorn energy is a serious energy. All right, so on the 24th, we have Venus entering Capricorn in your first house as well. This is the goddess of love and finance because it rules Libra and Taurus. Okay, so during this time, your sense of style is enhanced, making you appear more refined, classic, or sophisticated. Okay, Venus does that. All right, you may feel a stronger sense of self-worth tied to your accomplishments, career goals, and material security. Excuse me. You may seek a partner who is stable, ambitious, and willing to build a future together. You may be more patient in finding your person, and the vetting process for potential partners could be more rigorous. Wow. I could see that. But anyways, Capricorn rising, this is your forecast for December 2025. And until next time, I will see you in the new year. Wish you the best of luck. And until next time, bye for now.